Hi, it's Phil here, and as you can see, I'm in yet another Airbnb. I'm just arrived down in Uttoxeter in Staffordshire. I'm down here 5 nights a week, which is good for you because I can put effort into creating these videos for you. So anyway, let's get back to what this video is. This is video one in a series of videos where I'm going to take behind the scenes and show you how you can use AI, ChatGPT, or Claude to write your fiction book over a weekend. Now, you could do it the hard way, which is how I used to do it. And the niche I'm about to share with you is a niche where I've actually ghostwritten 2 books. And I can tell you now, they took me weeks, if not months, to get these books over the line. So I'm going to show you how you can do it AI assisted. I'm going to show you how you can use it, get an AI to write the whole thing for you. And I'm also going to show you how you can get AI to basically give you the prompts to help you write. If you want to write long form, which I like to do, I also use AI as well, which is the AI assisted side. I'm going to show you the different ways you can do that. Let's backtrack a little bit. If you look at my video channel, you'll see this video here. This is the one I put out a couple of months ago, which was how to use Claude AI to write a full book fiction novel in 1 weekend, step by step. No idea how that title got what it did, but anyway, it did quite well because over 4,000 of you fantastic people actually viewed it. And it increased my subscribers as well, so thank you. And as you can see, we're getting comments coming in all the time. So we've got quite a bit of engagement with that one. So that we really like that. Quite a few likes, 115 likes, which is good. Now the thing with me is I like to keep things raw and unedited. I like to show you exactly what I'm doing step by step so you can see the process that I'm going through. And the reason I like to do that is because that's how you would do it if you got access to one of these products, if you got access to these frameworks. So I'm going to show you the frameworks in action. Before we do that though, backstory again. This, what I'm about to share with you, is another framework in a series of frameworks from one of my best friends, my mentor, my previous mentor, Søren Jorgensen. I've known Søren since about 1999, year 2000. We knew each other online, digitally. We never really interacted, never chatted, but then we met face to face for the first time on a marketer's cruise around the Caribbean. And as you can see from this photo, somewhere around here, we had quite a good time. It was nice meeting him. And if you see the scars on my face, that's because I managed to body surf into a sandbar and blacked my eye and damaged my shoulder, which is still damaged to this day. Side note. So anyway, Søren was my main mentor. He helped me to get started in this industry. He got me involved with SEO, so I had my first product, Stupid Simple SEO. But before that, what I was doing is I was writing for other people. I was ghostwriting. I never called it ghostwriting in them days. I just said, do you want a newsletter written? I'll write it for you. Do you want a blog post written? I'll write it for you. Of course, I used to charge for that, and I still do. These days, my ghostwriting business takes me less than 2 hours a week. And I do it when I'm working remotely away from home, as you can see just now. So I can sit here on the Sunday, I'll get the email in from my client saying this is what I want the newsletters to be. Typically, you'll see these newsletters on the likes of LinkedIn, etc. I focus on newsletters. I do write books, not as many as I used to write. But this niche that I'm going to share with you just now, I have written 2 books as a ghostwriter, and they took me weeks, if not months, to write because they're pretty in depth, and you have to keep the story continuous. You have to have the congruent story right way through from chapter 1 right to the end. And also a big clue for you, the niche I'm about to share with you works fantastically well if you have a 3 series or a 5 series follow-up book lined up for it. And that's another little tip for you, but we'll dive into this as we go through this video. The niche I'm talking about here is basically stormy romance. It's basically stormy co-author. That's what we're looking at. So we're looking at something where, not stormy, steamy rather. Stormy is what I used to do. I'll mix it together, but steamy. It's a steamy co-author. Now, this is one of them niches where if you think about 50 Shades of Grey meets the mafia or meets billionaire corruption, things like that, this is the sort of niche that we're looking at. This is what steamy niche is. And what we're looking at now is dark romance. It's where the heroine falls in love with the baddie. You've seen it 1,000 times in movies and things like that. And the reason you've seen it 1,000 times is because people absolutely love it. So just to give you some stats, and before, what you didn't do on the Cozy Co-author one, I want to share this with you if it drags across. I'm working on a dual screen system, which I'll put the image here. You'll see exactly what I'm working on just now and why I'm having to flip between screens. Let's just minimize this a little bit. This niche here, this dark romance on KDP niche, and again, you can put these books anywhere. That's a big hint for you as well. I've put together this market intelligence report, which I'll give you for free. If you look below here, there's a link to basically enter your email address. If you enter your email address, what you're also going to go and get this report. And I'm also going to give you some other follow-up stuff as well. I'll drop it to you. I'm not going to overwhelm with you. overwhelmed me with it. I'm going to drop it over the next couple of days. I'm going to do some more behind the scenes videos for you as well. So make sure you put your email in there. And I've got some other hidden bonuses for you as well. The stuff that I do in my ghostwriting business, which is going to help you become a fantastic author using ChatGPT or AI. Again, caveat, you don't have to use AI fully. You can do AI write the whole thing. You can do AI assisted, which is what I do, or you can do basically AI outline my books, Bibles, my structure, my stories, my characters, and then you write the book. So when I say AI, don't get too clouded thinking, oh, this is another video about writing everything with AI. It's not. This is showing you how you can leverage AI, and this is what we're going to be delving deeper into. But the thing that got me excited, and this is when Soren basically messages, he says, hello, Phil, or Mr. Henderson, as he always calls us. Mr. Henderson, I have something special for you again. You loved Cozy Co-Author, as did your readers and your viewers. We sold tens of thousands of units, and I have something even bigger for you. And I thought, it can't be any bigger than Cozy. The Cozy fantasy niche is massive, can't be any bigger. So then he told me about this dark romance niche. So I started delving into it. This is the size of the dark romance niche. You can see how much it's growing. So currently, 2024 was $242.34 million. This is all tagged, so you can click all these things. You can see that this is actual deep research. This is not just me making stuff up. And you can see how much it's going to be projected to. 368.44 million in this niche alone, this one niche. And you're going to be able to write one of these books in the weekend. I'll show you exactly how to do it. Again, I put some of the stuff in here. You got BookTok rather. You can sell these books in there as well. Fantastic way of doing it. Great audience. So if you want to self-publish rather than use KDP, you can actually put them onto something in your own platform. You could use something like a free system.io or whatever and create your own bookshelf. So I'll cover that in another video, but I'll show you how to do that. That's how I do it basically. You'll see here we got per title. Dark Romance leads all KDP fiction subgenres across 350 book KDP experiment tracking. I've listed out the 5 top authors for inspiration. Do not steal. Use it for inspiration. So I've listed out the 5 top authors and their books as well. That's in here as well. That's going to give you a bit of a clue, because the way to become successful, which I think is a saying, is a good artist copy, great artists steal. Well, we're not going to steal anything. What we're going to do is we're going to use their frameworks of proven books, and we're going to use that with the system I'm about to share with you, which is absolutely powerful, really, really powerful, fantastically powerful. But you can see here the methodology shows you how to write. It gives you a 10-step action plan to show you how you can get yourself into this niche. What I've done is I've also graded it by the sub-niche within that niche. If you just went dark romance, it's too broad. But if you start looking at mafia cartel romance, captive dark captor, bully romance, it's one of these tropes. It's one of these niches which people just seem to love. It's not something I'm a fan of, but people love it. But you can mix and match it. You can see also we've got paranormal dark romance, which has serious potential. You can see here where the competition is. But what you need to have a look at is see, where do you want to target yourself? Which book, or where do you want to put your book? You can do the Mafia book, which is the one I've done previously. Well, two previously. I actually mixed Mafia and corrupt politicians, Mafia with billionaires, Mafia with tech billionaires, and Mafia, tech billionaires and politicians. Sorry, there's 3 parts of that book. Pretty powerful how it came out as well. So anyway, unfortunately I can't tell you what them books are, because when I sign my ghostwriting NDA, non-disclosure agreements, I can't tell whose books I've written for them. But if you search on Amazon, I'm sure you'll find them. So look for Mafia, Dark Romance, look for Billionaire, and look for Politician. Is it 4? 3? Whatever. I've just driven 4 miles to get 4 miles. I've just driven 4 hours to get down here. So anyway, a bit tired. But I want to get this video out to you. It's a Sunday night, and I want to get this video out to you. So Dark Romance, and we can see here what we've done is we study the top 50 books. And I'm going to share all of this stuff with you when you enter your email below. So you're going to get all the goodies that's going to come with that. So let's have a look at how this framework works. Works. So the first thing to do, this is Steamy Co-Author, you can see. Soren, I don't think I've got my system volume on here, but Soren basically explains how to start this all off. He's fantastic at this. Soren understands that we all learn differently. We'll learn auditory, so we listen in here, so we can listen to the words which he's got here. At the same time, he's written it all out here as well, so you can read what he's saying. But what he used to do is he includes videos throughout this training as well to get you started. Now, this is, as I say, a massive, massive niche and a massive opportunity, bigger than Cozy Co-author. But Cozy Co-author is big. This one is the one that you want to get into. I mentioned about the 3 ways to use this system. Step 1 is have AI to write the whole novel for you. You can do that within minutes. It literally takes minutes. I'm going to show you live how we're going to do this. We've got 10 minutes now. I'm going to do another 10 minutes. I'm going to show how you can do this. You can co-write it, which is what I do. Even when I'm ghostwriting my newsletters for my tech clients, I do SAP, ARP, some big tech, and also utilities, major multi-million pound projects and things like that. I write their newsletters for some of them program directors, etc. And I use it by co-writing with it. I've actually mimicked their voice. I've built my own software and things. Well, not my own software. I built my own framework itself to mimic the way they write. And anyway, that's a different video, different time. But this one here is what I do. I co-write it using backwards and forwards, leveraging AI. And what you can also do is just use the planning documents, which this framework's going to give you, and write your book long form. So if you're an established author and you hate AI, I know there's a handful of you out there, joke, and there's quite a few out there, then you can use this for that as well. This is one of the key things for me. It gives me my story Bible, my character profiles, and my chapter outline. It gives me my world, my story world. It gives me my atmospheres, my seasons, everything. And it helps me to write so much better. One of the big things that made me stop and take notice of this was my PA, Claire. Claire came from a physiotherapy type background. I can't go too much into her background, but she went through a lot of abusive period. She lost everything, more or less everything, husband included. And she reached out and basically she's a friend of a friend, took her under my wing, and she's been working with me now for just about 4 months now. And she's completely replaced her income and more. She now has her own ghostwriting clients. She actually loves writing books. I do the ghostwriting newsletters, but Claire goes off and does the books. So sometimes I'll give some of my clients to the book side of things. She loves it. She loves doing the graphics and things like that. Before she got her hand on this framework, she was pretty much struggling. Not this one, the Cozy framework, but before she started understanding how frameworks work, she was struggling with AI. So these frameworks help people to break what AI actually is, breaks it down stupidly simple, so you can understand step by step. And that's what I'm going to share with you. So anyway, there's loads and loads and loads of training in here. Why dark romance? Again, the thing is with dark romance, think 50 Shades of Grey. This will write explicit books, which is where the market is, but you can tone it down. Okay, all these different ones here. Naming your cast, naming your worlds, all this good stuff. It's all there. Just follow it step by step and do not skip ahead. Saying that, I'm going to skip ahead because we've only got 20 minutes max. So I want to show you what I'm going to do. I've already been in here, so let's just go there. Before we begin, up here, we have a framework, which is basically a zip file. And if I just go across to here, Dark Romance, I've already got this in, so let's just open this folder. If you go here, typically I'm on dual screen setup. You should see this. I've actually got my second screen, which is a portal screen sitting on top of a portal iron, or a Steam iron rather. So we've got, should see here, review for Phil. Here's the front end products. Here's a Dark Romance, and I've got a couple of files here. I've got Dark Romance framework, Dark Romance setup pack, and I've got setup prompt and Dark Romance style pack. With Cozy, you only had two. You had a framework and you had the prompt. This one, we need the two added. So we're going to take these two. I'm just going to copy them. In fact, I'm going to upload them from within here. I'm going to go to Claude. I'm going to start a new project. Let's come here. New project. Phil Dark Rom 2. I'm just going to call it what I want. Create a project. I'm going to do the same ChatGPT. I'm going to come across to ChatGPT. Open here. Where's my projects gone? More. Chats projects. Add a project. Phil Dark Rom 2. Create a project. I'm going to show you in both versions. The Crested project wasn't found. Of course it wasn't, because I'm trying to create one. So all projects. Phil Dark Rom 2. There it is there. So what I need to do here is I need to add the files. So just click on Add Files. Upload from the device. And we're going to go across to here. And we're going to go to Soren Dark Romance, because Soren's my best mate, and it's his frameworks. I'm going to jump into here, Dark Romance 1, 2, open. Let those files upload, and while it's uploading, oh, that was quick. I'll have a quick. quick cider. The Wi-Fi is fast in this room because it's obviously close to the big house, but not really. So we've now done that, the Dark Romance. The next thing I'm going to do is going to add a prompt. Click here and set a prompt. Do that. Same thing, I'm going to come here. I'm going to go to this part here and click on sources. Let me just close that sidebar so it doesn't distract you. Upload the sources. So again, bang, bang, open. Let that go. See, it's still loading up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Let me see that. There you go. And here, we're just going to upload that one file, which is the prompt. Let that go. So now in Claude, we're going to see, I'm going to see a start book. Or sometimes you can just hit enter and see what it comes back with. So what this is going to do now, this is going to automatically go out, look through them MD files, them project files, and it's going to start creating your book structure. It's going to look at the story Bible, it's going to look at the character Bible, it's going to look at the world Bible, it's going to create the atmosphere, the seasons, all that good stuff. So you can see that's going through just now. Do the same here. I'm just going to click enter, just so you can see how it works differently. So now it's got the prompt. There you go. The setters planning guide is here. Dark Romance framework is here. Let's build your novel first. Some strong romances. So what it's doing is, which is what I should have done here, but I didn't. I should have just pressed enter. That's me being a little bit ahead of myself. But let's see what it's doing. It's gone back. It's come through the framework because Claude being Claude. Now what I'll notice is I've got this on Opus. You can use Opus or you can also use Sonnet. Sonnet's the one I tend to use. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to change this down to Sonnet. On ChatGPT, this is the medium, so if you can see here, if I go ChatGPT 5.5, that's the one that we're using here. Another little caveat, I love writing with Claude. Soren, who created this framework, he loves writing with ChatGPT. So there you go. Now normally I wouldn't pause the videos, but I'm going to pause the videos here because it's going to take a few moments for this to work through. In fact, no, let me just go through it. I'm just going to show you there. The files are loaded. Give me your starting point. So let's see what Soren does. Let's write this in ChatGPT, which is unusual for writing like this. But let's try ChatGPT. We've got the setup and planning guide. We're in book one mode, which is building from scratch. So we're going to build a novel. First, let's give me a starting point. This can be anything, a single word, a trope, a hero, a type, something like that. Okay. Now what you can do here, this is a bit of a hint and tip for you, and I'll put a document together for you. You can go to Perplexity or Grok. Grok's really good for this, and get it a deep dive. What are the best stories in here? So what I like to do here, I like to just mix this all in. So let's see here. Let's just do, I'm going to do what I used to do. Mafia boss. Corrupt politicians. Ignore all the spelling. I'm always bad at it. Corrupt politicians. Billionaire. Tech founders. TV personalities, and a heroine, and let's have a look. A heroine chooses a monster and knows exactly what's going to cost. Let's just put what they've got. So what we're doing is going to go step by step through this book now. It's going to help us ideate the outline of the book, the idea of the book. And what it's also going to do, it's also going to help us come up with some names. So let's come back here with some suggestions here. Great Seed, I'm treating this as power and corruption, dark romance, mafia, politics, tech money, media image, and a heroine who knowingly crosses the line. I'll look in the default language as American English, which is great because that's the default that we're working to here within this niche. This niche is typically American English. Your seed points, hard toward mafia, dark billionaire elite crossover, not street level mafia, not smoky back rooms only. This is a kind of world where mafia boss owns, judges, tech founders. Exactly that. Exactly that one. Layered option. So now you've got options. It's going to give you options which way you can steer this. Now you've got full control. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the book just go through the control just for now. And I'm only going to outline the first part of the book. And then the next video I'm going to show you how the book starts progressing. We've got 2 days to do this because it's Sunday night. And I want this live by Wednesday, probably Tuesday night, but let's just work on that. Let's work on Tuesday. I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. So we've got line option 1, Mafia King inside the billionaire machine. Option 2, the corrupt campaign marriage. Option 3, the tech god and the crime king. May pick go with option A. Well, that might be your pick, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to say mix A and C. I think it was A and C. Let's have a look. Corrupt campaign Mafia King. Yeah, I like that one. A and C. C would be the tech god, the crime king. There you go. Mix A and C. So I'm controlling it. Now, the thing is, with this framework, there'll be no books exactly the same. It's impossible. There's that many different variations. There's that many different things you can put in, that calculations that this can do. It'd be impossible for you to get the same book as anybody else. Unlike other book writing products that's out there. Other book writing products are just simply spitting out the same book for people. This, you're in control of how you want the outputs to be completely. And you can change certain things. As you see, as we go through the next few videos, I'm going to add more characters. I'm going to create more characters within the storyline. I'm going to make it a lot more interactive. I'm going to keep people in suspense. And as we start building this out, I'm going to tell AI that this is book 1 of a three book series, a trilogy as such. I'm going to tell it to do that. Just like The Godfather was a trilogy, or was supposed to be a trilogy. Obviously, I think it was 4, wasn't it, at the end? This is going to be the same. Like Rocky was supposed to be 3. I think I end up with 17. Anyway, not to worry. What we're doing here is we're going to build the energy within the first book to get the readers wanting to come back to see what happens in book 2 and book 3. That's what we're doing. And that's what all great writers do. They think 3 to 5 book series. That's how they do it. And I'm going to show you how to do that in the next few videos. So make sure you enter your details below. Get your email in. I'm going to send you that document which shows you why this niche is so popular. And I'm going to start dropping some other good stuff in there as well to help you write books like this that have the potential to become bestsellers. I can't guarantee they're going to be bestsellers, but I'm going to give you the best head start that I can based on my experience and Søren's experience as well. So anyway, we've gone for locked A and C hybrid. Mafia boss meets surveillance tech billionaire world. Didn't say surveillance tech. We've got that anyway. I can see why. I can see why it's doing that. The lane description's locked in. The heroine's danger begins when she uncovers evidence linking mafia money, corrupt politicians, billionaire tax fungus, TV personages, blah, 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 blackmail. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'd look, this is Enemy to Lovers. Okay, so let's just see what I do. It says, my recommendation would be Silk and Steel, which, by the way, is what I recommend as well. That's a big, big clue for you. If you're in this niche, you understand what that actually means. I'm not going to go too much into it, but when you get the details, you'll be able to see what that means. So we're locked in all the details now, and we're starting to write through the book. So we're going to have 24 to 26 chapters, 3,000 to 3,600 words per chapter. Nothing else out there can do what this can do. I've basically refused to promote 2 other book writers because they couldn't even get 800 words per chapter, and the book was rubbish. This is going to give us roughly 75 to 85,000 words, which is a sweet spot for a book like this. And it's also going to give us 4 to 5 booked intimate scenes. First full intimate scene around 30% of the book. We're not starting off with the intimate scene. We're going to build it into the first 30% of the book, and then we're going to take that intimate scene throughout the book. Very, very good. The violence will be shown on page, but the worst brutality can happen off stage or through aftermath. Strong psychological tensions without showing the plot. For this concept, this is the right chop, and then we're just going through. So now it's going to say a single dial adjustment we can do. Keep sync and steal, exactly as, or tweak one dial. Let's tweak it. Yeah. Agree. 3 dots, because that's how I speak to it. Also, now I'm going to tell, not Aldo, I'm speaking, Aldo, he's mafia boss, isn't he? Also, not a boss. Is Aldo a boss? No, he's one of the, anyway, he's one of the foot soldiers. Also, this book is book 1 of a trilogy. Park this thought for now. Now, I've just threw in one of my little tips to you. It just gets the AI to start thinking about the future. And remember, we've got this in a project. So as we progress, we're going to be opening up different chats within the project. And as you go through the next few videos, you'll see exactly how I'm doing that. So we've locked everything in. You can see it's working through there now. We're not writing anything whatsoever at the moment. What we're doing stuff that would normally take weeks to do. A typical author, a good author, will spend a hell of a lot of time building out this storyline, building out his characters, building out his world, Bible, etc. This is doing it for us. You can see here, also Park. This is book one of a trilogy. So now we've got step 1, final design settings. We've got moderate violence with sharper witness menace. We've got interiority, rich. So this book will feel polished, dangerous, expensive, and psychologically intense. Fantastic. That's what sells. And the next thing is we're going to move into the world. Dark romance is a trap, blah, blah, blah. I'm just slowing this down so you can pause the video and watch this. Option A, the Glass City Network. Option B, we've got the Island of Powerful Men. I like that. Option C, the newsroom, the server farm, and the family. I would think B and C would work. So let's just see what this says. What was it recommended? Choose option A with select elements from option B. What's option A there? Step 4, the Glass City world built around major American city wherever powerful. Do you know what? I quite like. I think I'm going to go for mix B and C. So I'm telling it, I've read this recommendation. I don't agree with that. I'm going to do something different. Let's see what it says. Now we've got the world. It's locked, and it's going to build all of this good stuff out for us now. I mean, just go step by step as we go through this. So we're going to continue. The island has private airstrip, restricted marina, biometric security gates, luxury villas, broadcast studio for exclusive interviews. Starting to sound more like the Eastern Island, isn't it? Anyway, my suggested locked world, the Glass City Network with strong media. You can choose Mafia Boss, Book 1, Mafia Boss and Heroine, the city's corruption exposed from the inside. Book 2 is going to media, political couple, public image and scandal of the trap. Book 3, tech founder. I want to do trilogy out of Cheshire Park, Book 1, Mafia Boss, blah, blah, blah. Lockwell summaries all done in. Heroine finds a proof. Atmosphere and time. Let's do it, okay. Surprise me. That's all. So now I'm letting it have free roll now. So it's building its own atmosphere and time. And again, this is just a book bible. I'm going to let this run because you'll see how this all builds out. I'll let us get to the actual output files. And it does take a bit of time. I'm just going to skip through now. I'm just going to keep saying, surprise me. We've done our bit. We've put our input into it. Normally, it would take a little bit more time. I'm going to copy and paste that. I'm sick of typing it. I'm just going to keep saying, surprise me, surprise me. There's 8 steps typically in a book like this. So let's just see what that does. Bear in mind, this is ChatGPT. We're not using Claude just now. We can do exactly the same in Claude, and we'll get the same or similar sort of outputs. The writing with ChatGPT, as Soren's assured me, which I've tested as well, does seem to be a little less fluffy, a little less polishy, a little less soft, should I say. The writing for these dark romances, the writing with ChatGPT is much more edgier, and it gives you that extra grain to your novel, to your dark romance. Steamy, co-author, and these books can be steamy, as you'll see when we'll start reading through. So we're just going to let it go. It's putting all the names in. I'm going to throw a little bit thing in here. I'm going to ask it to add another 5 characters. I've not read it. I'm not bothering with it, but I know I can stop it. I've got a little bit of experience in doing, obviously, quite a bit of experience in doing this. Add in 5 more key characters that will enhance our story. Now, 5 to 7. Why am I doing 5 to 7? Because we're going to do a 3 to 5 book trilogy, or 3 books trilogy. You'll get me, drift. 3 to 5 book series. We want additional characters because we can spin up them characters into the next other books. If we killed everybody off in chapter 1 or in book 1, then our story's not going to have legs, is it? So that's why I'm asking it to add more characters. So I'm going to add this in just now. There you go. So it's adding the names. Cassian Vale, billionaire tech founder, age 38. Functions the invisible cage. Vivian Hart, famous TV personality. Actually sounds like Heart to Heart, if you remember. Vivian Hart, beautiful public lie. Theo Creed. It's coming up with all these names. You can change all these names. You're in control. If you don't like your name, change it. There's something that can be a little bit corny. So let's let it go. Okay. I'm just going to hit surprise me and let it continue and have another. Actually, it's red hot down here. It's not like Scotland's red hot. Oh, I missed that one. 7. We've got some more. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. It's building out all that now. Now we've got the hero as well. Got the physical presence. And what I'm going to show you in part of this series is not just how to write your book and how to do this. What I'm also going to show you is how to create amazing book covers. So thanks to ChatGPT Images 2.0, what we can now do is we can now go across to KDP, copy, well actually we look for the best sellers in this genre, in this niche, and we can copy a selection of the book covers that we like. And using the prompt, which I'm going to share with you again in one of these other videos, I'm going to share a prompt with you, so you need to watch for that one. What you do is you just simply put those images in there and then take samples of your book. So you say, here are my two, the protagonist, the heroine, whatever you want to call them. Here's my two characters, create a book cover and see what it comes back with. So while this is doing that, let me just share this with you to get an example of what that looked like. Recent graphic, Dark Romance cover. There you go. The Crusoe close. Don't know if you can actually see that. It's probably better without me enlarging it, but look at that. There's the mafia boss. There's the CIA insider, the mole as such, and then there's that book cover created using the prompt I'm going to share with you. So anyway, that was a side, but just want to share with you some of the stuff I'm going to be sharing with you in the next few videos. Share with you. Let's have a look. We've locked into here. We've got everything we need from there. Where we're not writing more books yet. Just keep saying surprise me. Step 10, heat standard. Voice calibrations, going to mafia power, media corruption, morally attained heroine, elegant alien luxury, surveillance menace, blah, 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 blah. So it's going to take a while. My recommendation, use a merge. I'm just going to click on here. Best of the best advice for this genre. Not loss for this. Done it in capitals. Tells it that I'm really wanting to give the best of the best advice. I'll give you the best practical version what actually makes Dark Romance sell and what quietly kills it. Mapped to the book we're building. Dark Romance readers are not buying a bad boy with abs, they're buying moral danger with emotional payoff. Just tell me what they're buying. I'm not having to second guess it. I know it's going to give us that now. And it's adding all this in. So it's not going to let the plot slip. It's going to keep the plot flowing throughout our book. But it's also now got in the back of its mind that this is book one of either 3 or 5 book series. Because it prompted it, that's going to be happening as well. Now, you couldn't normally do this unless you had that framework that Soren's give you. This style pack, and what we've also got on top of this, is we've got what we call a hydration pack. The hydration pack is what hydrates your book. It keeps the book full of this goodness. It gives you that extra oomph, and it makes sure that the book stays consistent. I've had a look through that prompt. I've had a look through the structure of it, and what he's doing here is absolutely amazing. It keeps the storyline running consistent. It keeps your characters running consistent. The world, the Bible, the atmosphere, the seasons all run pretty good. It's just really, really good. So let's just go again. Surprise me. So we've spent now 33 minutes, and part of that was me waffling at the start, telling about this niche and why it should be happening. But what we've actually got now is we've got the outline of an amazing book that's got the option or potential, not option, got the potential to become a bestseller. Now, would I have done it as fast as this normally? No, I would have took my time with it step by step. But remember, I'm here to showcase this to you. But what I want you to bear in mind is all I've done here is I've ideated using AI. I've leveraged AI and cross-referenced and cross-checked with AI. And a couple of things, I've directed AI to go different routes. And I've also asked AI to just think for itself. Again, you've got the 3 options. Let AI do its thing, the whole thing. Option 2, you work with AI and steer it and work together and give it different suggestions, mix and match different things. Option 3, you just get it to create the story Bible based on your ideas. And then, as you can see here, what we'll end up with is a world Bible, a story Bible, a character profile, the chapter outlines, and the initial story state. Per-set rules are create them as downloadable MD files one at a time and stop after each one so you can add it to your project before we move on. So now what we've got is downloadable. I'm going to put yes, excitedly, yes, yes please. We're now going to have a selection of downloadable files. And then the next video, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to take these files step by step, and just to show you that no hidden no hidden things here. If I go to here and I go back to Sovereign's Dark Romance, in here I have what we call project files. So the project files is basically these Bibles, World Bible, Story Bible, Character Bibles, chapter outline, already created. So I've did this in a few tests. I've done quite a few of these tests. I've got another one in here, new project, files, same again. The Crucible Close, chapter outlines, the Crucible Close, character profiles, Story Bible, Story State rather, and the World Bible. So what happens is once you've got them, you put them back into your project and it'll start building out your chapters and start writing your chapters. So in the next video, what I'm going to do, this is going to take a while now, it's going to start writing this out. But I just want to share with you that those files are actually sitting there. And if I just do this again for clarity, let's just have a look in here. In fact, let's just look into here, projects, Dark Romance. What actually happens is you come into your project, you do what you say with ChatGPT, and you just upload those files into here. And when you start going into your chapter, you just basically say write chapter 1. And as you can see, I just wrote write chapter 1. And then what it's done, it's given me this chapter called The Gilded Threat, which is again a Mafia type 1. And it gives you the book like this. But when you actually hit it and download it, it gives you the formatting that you need. But something else I'm going to do for you as part of this, I'm going to put together a formatting skill which you can use in Claude. I'm looking to try and do the same with ChatGPT, and that'll format your books perfectly for that specific niche. And I'm also going to get it so you can, whenever you enter whatever niche you're working, whatever genre you're working in, it'll format it. But I'll tell you more in the next few videos. So drop your email below, make sure you get the notification for the next one. And the next video, what we're going to do is it's going to be exclusive. The next one is we're going to go behind the scenes and we're going to pull out these files. Go back step by step. Let's do this step by step. Now, what this book's done is actually called the book Saints on Camera. It's called. It's decided that. I can see what's going with this. It's going to be obviously Saints on Camera, Devils Behind the Scenes. I can see where it's trying to go with this. Again, I've done this a few times before. Let's put Saints on Camera in that folder. Let's save that. We'll go back to ChatGPT. We'll go back to our project here. We go to our sources, and all I'm going to do is just going to add that into here, add the source, and it is, where did I put it? I don't put it in there. I put it somewhere else. Anyway, all we do is we just upload that file that I've just downloaded and I've lost. So where did I put it? Anyway, so yeah, show in folder. Okay, let's just delete, go there. Let's just copy that folder, or cut that folder, and let's just come and drop it into here. Dark Romance, fill review, and Dark Romance. Let's just drop it there. Okay, it's in there. Come back to ChatGPT. Add my source file. Front end, oh, there it was there. Front end, Saints on Camera, open, boom, and that's it. That's now in the project files. But when we go back to that chat that we've just done here, if we go back to chat, it's now doing the novel setup. So we go back, and now we just ask it to, and it instructs you all the way through, it tells you what you need to do. Add this to your project files, then tell me when it's added. Okay, add it. Now create doc 2, and that's it. You just follow the prompts on the screen. It's going to do everything for you, and it's going to walk you through what's required, and that's all you need to do. Simple as that. So in the next video, I'm going to go more in depth. I'm going to start actually writing this book out, and then we're also going to start looking then at how we can edit it, play about with the book if we're not happy with a few things, and also start then looking at the graphics pack, so the book cover, but also social media promos and things like that you can use. I'm going to show you how to create them as well in the next few videos. So remember, this is video 1 of a series of videos. It may be 3, it may be 5, but what it's going to give you is going to give you the starting point of how to actually create these books, these dark romance books, which are selling like hotcakes. They've got a very hungry market. So I'd urge you to dive into this and start watching through those videos. I've been Phil. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.